Hello again, everybody. Happy Friday. Yacht A. This week, I want to address what may be on our community's hearts and minds. Our heartfelt sympathies go out to the families and individuals involved in the recent tragedy in Nashville, Tennessee. To our parents and communities, in this address, I hope to bring together unity and understanding as we keep safety a top priority in our schools. On Wednesday of this week, our district shared a well-articulated letter from one of our lead safety advisors, George Joy, from Shiprock High School, with all staff members in the district. I won't read the letter in its entirety, but I'd like to share some of his main points with you today. Mr. Joy begins by addressing what happened in Nashville. He gives compiled current data about how often such violence happens in our schools, and he does a great job of showing how the realistic statistical risk of this type of violence happening in any one of our schools or communities is extremely low. But we all know that violence is a real possibility, and at Central Consolidated, we take this realistic but remote possibility very seriously. Mr. Joy goes on to explain how we've taken steps to prevent this type of violence in our schools. To begin with, we've been in the process of installing gates to limit access to our school campuses. Recently, we've begun installing window treatments to external glass in exposed areas. These window treatments hold the glass together and form a toughened barrier to make it extremely difficult to break through. Our safety team is constantly assessing possible danger and threats to the safety of our students, and we will continue to utilize our safety team to do whatever it takes to keep our boys and girls safe. I'd like to quote directly from the last part of Mr. Joy's letter. He says this, "In closing, if you know of or believe someone is struggling with mental health issues, please bring it to the attention of a responsible person. Getting someone help is an act of kindness, not betrayal. This is the essence of see something, say something. If you are in need of services, we have an excellent and readily available employee assistance program which you can utilize." Very, very well said, Mr. Joy. I'm sure many of you know that in 4 out of 5 of these attacks, at least one person had knowledge of the attacker's plans and failed to report it. Also, remember that many acts of violence have been prevented. I'd like to share one interesting commonality that is shared with almost all perpetrators of this type of school violence. According to Protecting America's Schools, a U.S. Secret Service analysis of targeted school violence, most attackers were at one time victims of bullying, which was often observed by others. This is one more reason we need to have a strong anti-bullying stance in our schools. We need to be aware of the many types of bullying that happen, and we all need to report any bullying that we see. This message needs to go out to all students and all parents. One of the most common types of bullying that happens today, whether in our schools or out in the world, is cyberbullying. About 37% of young people between the ages of 12 and 17 have been bullied online. 60% of young people have witnessed online bullying. Most do not intervene. It's up to all of us to make sure we're aware of what our students are doing online, and we need to have conversations with them about online interactions. It's a whole lot easier to say something negative to someone or about someone when the conversation is not face-to-face. So teachers and parents, please have conversations with your students about cyberbullying and the effects of cyberbullying. It's up to all of us to do what we can to keep our students safe, whether it's physically or online. Every day, parents entrust educators not only with their students' education, but also with their lives. Because of this, safety will always be a top priority at Central Consolidated. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next time. Hagone. Adios. Paalam.